the EPA to prioritize climate over energy for the American people that was affordable, available, or reliable.
The House approved the billions of dollars in cuts by a narrow vote last month. The over $9 billion in reductions targets mostly foreign aid, but also funding for public broadcasting. This bill cannot be filibustered. Inflation ticked up last month, hitting the highest level seen since February.
Before this June reading, inflation numbers were trending lower, despite fears that President Trump's global tariff regime would send prices skyrocketing. Many are now wondering if this is the turning point that most economists had predicted. Tariff-sensitive products like clothing and furniture drove overall inflation higher, as did climbing food and energy costs. For now, experts are still expecting the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates in September, but the real test will be in the coming months as Trump's global tariffs exit their temporary hiatus starting August the 1st. Kate Fisher, Washington.
People convicted of fentanyl-related crimes can now face harsher penalties.
This after President Trump signed a bill Wednesday targeting fentanyl trafficking.
And illicit drugs decimated American communities and left us with the largest law enforcement challenge in our country's history.
Families impacted by the fentanyl crisis stood behind Trump at the White House bill signing ceremony. Trump said his administration has declared an all-out war against dealers and traffickers. The Halt All Lethal Trafficking of Fentanyl Act classifies all fentanyl-related substances as Schedule I drugs. That means harsher penalties for people convicted of fentanyl-related crimes. I'm Mark Mayfield.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
If you want 5 free classic radio shows to add to your library or listen to them anytime you'd like, just go to 100radioshows.com. There's 5 shows waiting for you. Fibber, McGee, and Molly, Suspense, Jack Benny, Gunsmoke, and Richard Diamond, Private Detective. They're yours free. Just put your email in. We'll send you an email with 5 links. The links never expire. The shows sound amazing. They're yours as our gift. At that site, 100radioshows.com, there are hundreds and hundreds of additional classic radio shows for purchase. If you decide to buy any of those shows, use the promo code
radio.
That's right. Use the promo code.
Word is
radio. If you do that, you'll save 70% on your order. Now, that's done at checkout. Make sure you put the promo code in, save 70%. Get some free classic radio shows at 100radioshows.com, at 100radioshows.com.
Investigate.
We interrupt this program for an on-the-spot news report.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify.
800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done, frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. Hire the best Bulldog timeshare cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out there that sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jensen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Yeah, baby, 8:05 on a Thursday. Hot Take Central 2.0 coming at you. This is the Lou Information Station live and on demand at louinfo.com. Cam Jansen, Matthew Rocchio, Jimmy the Cat Hayes back from vacation. If you guys want to text in, you can. 314-590-3770. We are on YouTube live, baby. Go to Lou Information or Lou Info on YouTube and click the button. You see me waving at you right there. And you can call in 855-282-8255. Let's go. What's up, Jimmy? Glad you're back, man. You look tan. You look damn good.
Fat, tan, happy.
You ate a ton, didn't you?
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
Did you put LBs on? Do you feel it like putting on your clothes and like this?
No, because I actually feel relaxed and energetic because we had a lot of downtime, not too much. It was a nice mix of doing stuff, eating a lot of pizza. I mean, that pizza.
It's different.
It's better.
If you've never had it before, you don't know. You just don't know. I got the text line pulled up here. It signed me out for some reason. So I'm trying to get that bad boy going again. And of course, you guys could text in 314-590-3770. Like, what'd you do? So you're board walking the whole time. You're on jet skis.
Well, the
crabbing.
We're spending money.
You're spending a ton of money. I know.
We're just spending money.
It's expensive down there. I was explaining to people the other day how expensive it is. Everything.
Everything. And it's not like you're at a 5-star fancy resort. You're at the Jersey Shore. But it's a lot of fun, totally relaxing. We rode jet skis, crabbing, day at the beach, a lot of arcade, walking the boardwalk, and a lot of eating of pizza.
Oh, man.
Saw some relatives, which was good. Tyler had a blast.
How was the water? Cold? Was it
perfect?
Perfect.
Yep. Perfect.
Big, long, huge beaches.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the ass if you want to be by the water. It's like a half a mile of all beach down there, isn't it?
So we get a place right on the water, right on the boardwalk.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's really nice. And there's no fancy hotels.
No.
But if you get one with a good location, it ain't cheap. But it's a motel.
It's a motel.
But you're right on the boardwalk, right on the water, so you just walk out to the beach. It's really nice.
I said people would probably be disappointed if they don't care about the boardwalk situation. I mean, you really go down there for that. Because if you're used to going to other places and it's that expensive, like you look how much those hotels are, you're thinking that you're getting something pretty nice, like a Marriott or no. This is a motel.
Yeah, they're all motels.
Motel. Like you open the door from the outside.
So what you do is you take, if you're going to buy a place, you take like a name from column A, ocean, tropical.
Yeah.
Then the column B is like an adjective or an adverb. So it's like Ocean Breeze Motel.
Yep.
It's
that sounds great.
Tropical Paradise Motel.
Yeah, it's cool.
And some are better than others. Some are not that great. The one we stay at is clean. They keep it up, and the location is perfect. So we had a blast.
See any wildlife, sharks, dolphins, anything?
Saw dolphins,
octopus.
No, nothing bad. Nothing dangerous. I'm trying to think. I think we saw deer on the drive. That's about it. But it was a lot of fun. Glad to be back. And of course, I'll be here today, and then tomorrow I'll be in Colorado doing the show at 6 a.m. there. And I also have some concerns.
Is it Colorado? I thought you were in Arizona.
Arizona, then Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm
lost.
Boy,
I'm
lost.
And you were stuck at the airport last night.
Yeah, so you got to like flying anymore.
Oh, it sucks.
And we were on the runway because I guess the runway had an issue.
Oh no,
for a long time. Yeah. I mean, our flight was delayed, and then we were delayed again. So we got back at midnight. We're supposed to be back at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Time.
Reasonable time.
So, but it's good to be back. And but I have a concern. Rock, you okay?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
You
What's
good,
up,
baby? He's good.
How we doing?
You look tight.
There's
you got the weight of the world.
Things that he's got to deal with on a daily basis that's probably is stressful. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different buttons.
It stresses me out, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not actually an actually stressful thing.
You're not saving. You're not going and burning. No, but there's a lot. There's a lot going on before the show starts, and Rock has to do a lot with the YouTube, with different stuff that goes on in front of him because he's behind doing the board. Sorry. So sometimes you come in and he gets stressed out a little bit, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. So we get it, man. No big deal. You all good though?
I'm good. Yeah.
What do you guys want to get into? I was going to see if you guys.
Rock put, where's the list at the top?
Yeah, where is the list?
Listen,
I'm not going to lie to you, man. Like, listen, I like Trump. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think there's stuff that I don't like about him, of course. But I voted for him. I get all that. He took a big step back in so many different ways with this bizarre situation. Bizarre, lying, weird situation. And man, oh man, I don't know if he's going to be able to crawl out of this, to be honest with you.
Two things really quick. I just discovered like something like a bit. We can not like a bit, but we need to start doing something on the show where I'm going to get a whiteboard and I'm going to pin it up right over there, Cam. And every morning when you walk in, I just want you to write down the 3 things that you can't stop thinking about for the last 24 hours.
I like that.
And that's just going to build what we talk about on the show that day. Because essentially my tactic for this first month plus, I guess it's now, has been, Cam, what's, what have you been reading about? What's in your craw? What's bothering you? And then usually I put that in the title of the YouTube page. And when I walked in this morning, I was like, well, I know at least one thing that's going on there.
Well, you double down. I don't know. And what do you think, Jimmy, when you're seeing all these clips of Trump talking about, well, I don't know, don't talk about it now. It's the Democrats. Like, it just doesn't.
Bizarre.
It's bizarre.
It's bizarre. Now, the Democrats, I believe Trump wasn't on the list because the Democrats had all this information.
Yeah.
And they got him on everything. I mean, they got him on
I done here almost died, baby.
Where they're like, where even the banks that he did business were like, no, we're fine. He paid it back. Like, that's how real estate is done. Seemed like it was forced. So they went after him for everything. And you would think if he's on the list, that would be number one.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I always thought if you're on there, we would know about it.
But what's the list? That's the thing.
Well,
the island is what I'm looking at. Because listen, you could this guy was so powerful. And you hang out with other powerful people. You're in the mix at different parties, at events, at galas, and all that stuff. You get pictures with everybody. You don't even think twice about it. So you could tie that all together. Like, look what they're best buddies. Did you go to the island? That's what I want to know.
And did everyone that went to the island know and participate? I don't know.
I would say you would know right away what's going down. Right away. What's going down? Who's that? Is that somebody's niece? No. Oh, another one? Are you kidding me? You would know right away. So the guys that went there twice, you really look at, how many times did Stephen Hawking go? I mean,
like, what if they said, hey, Cam, we're going to send a jet for you. Go to this island paradise where they have the best breakfast buffet.
Yeah.
And they have an omelet station. Like, what if you went there under the pretense of something else
and you walk in
you saw it? Can you say, I'm getting back on the plane?
I think you kind of know what you're getting into before you even get on his plane. You know, he's one of the most mysterious guys ever. Think about it. No one even knows where his money's tied to. Like, does anybody really know
where to get his money?
It's unbelievable.
And some people said he was an agent from Mossad or Russia or
CIA. Where they just trap you. Oh, what do you want to do? Wait, time out. Come in this room real quick. Was that you? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Is that you? Oh, is that you again? I mean, come on. Now you own them.
Just don't go.
I know. It's just odd. So you talk about the list. Like, okay, what the list going to the island? That's when I think of the list. That's what I
you sort of want a flight log.
Flight log.
As opposed to a client list.
There it is. Flight log.
Now, I wonder if the flight log is an indictment on everyone. That's what I wonder. So, and then Trump was saying, well, the Democrats doctored up the file. I don't really understand that.
I don't either. He doesn't know what to say.
Doesn't that sound like something you'd say if you were all of a sudden on the doctored flight list?
Yeah, but if he were on the list, they would have. Come on.
Where's it at?
I know you a staunch defender of everything socialist.
No, Jesus Christ. The only logical reason somebody has to start running that kind of smokescreen game is if their name is on the list.
I agree.
That's the bottom line. There is no logical follow the money A, B, C, D.
Except when you say why wouldn't have been put out earlier.
Because everyone on the list is working together to keep it down. And at this point, when it comes to saving your ass, when it comes to saving your ass, politics goes out the window.
I could.
So they had this like we're gonna show the list just to get people like, oh, I like it, I'm gonna vote for you, and then all of a sudden you come down, we're just gonna be like, nope, we don't have it.
So you go, we're gonna release the Epstein list, and then the Democrats were in power, and they're like, he's on there, we can't release it because it's gonna take us down too. And then Trump gets in, they go, Mr. President, you can release it. You're going to take down maybe yourself. Let's work out a compromise and pretend there's no list. But here's the thing. You said it's on your, Pam Bondi said it's on your desk.
Probably wasn't a smart thing to say.
No. Why does she still have a job?
I don't know.
Right?
Well, she didn't lose all the other cases on her desk, Cam. Just the one.
Oh, yeah? Just the monster?
And
are you kidding?
And
fire her ass.
Give her some credit. She didn't lose all of them.
Get out of here. I only lost one child of mine.
And Kash Patel kind of said he knew about it
too.
I think he said the stuff on there is really, really bad. Well, let us know. And you didn't.
He was on Rogan talking about it. Then he backpedals. Dan
Bongino.
One
of the things that Republicans whiff on is they promise a lot of things. Like those committees that were going to get to the bottom of Biden corruption, and it was like
nothing
swing and miss, swing and miss, swing and miss.
Yep.
Isn't that just a politician's problem? Like
Yeah.
the problem with politicians, they promise a lot and
Now,
never
do you
deliver.
think January 6th? Do you think that was because that was the greatest production in the history of our governing body? I think they brought in a producer, a television producer, to put it together, and it didn't get. It didn't get the people it was intended to get.
Although people thought that it's over.
Well, the
He's never going to
president
get
never
elected
was
again.
even charged with insurrection.
Yeah. Oh, they hit that. They tried to force that. We had people on this here show, the other one, thinking the same thing. It's over. Between that and the abortion.
Also, if you're going to be a nonpartisan committee, and the Republicans do this too, so you don't have to text me, but you can't not let the Republicans put the people on the committee that they want to put on the committee, right?
Yeah. The one person that knows a lot that's still alive that I just can't believe no one's even like, I think she came out and said that she's going to talk is Ghislaine Maxwell. Like, there's your answer to everything.
Yeah,
she's your answer to every single question.
And she's going to...
What are we doing? What do you do, Rock? I mean...
That seems like it kind of puts her. I mean,
when's she gonna die?
She's not gonna talk. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Cam.
Why wouldn't she talk?
She said she. Did I not read it? She said she's
to Cam's point. She's not.
Well, they're gonna try to kill her anyway.
She's not gonna get there.
They're gonna try to kill her anyway.
Ain't gonna happen.
She's gonna fall in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Fall and hang herself. So weird, man. It is. I don't know. He was doing all right, and then this thing happened. Everybody's like divided. A lot of people. People are looking at him completely different. Hopefully that UFC at the White House saves the day.
I think it's dumb.
Did you see Conor McGregor's out of his... I see him everywhere. He's hanging out with like older women on a beach. Like,
is he married?
Yes, with kids. And then he wants to do this and he's doing that. And he's on stage, Jimmy, like this. He's yacked out of his mind.
He's not fighting again.
Then he came out and said, I'm back in the pool. So he's getting tested. Which he better have get everything out of your system, dude, because I know you're a party. He's one big party is what he is.
How many has he lost in a row?
I think 3.
I mean, you reach a point in UFC
he
where...
broke his leg.
Yeah.
He got killed by... Habib embarrassed him. And then jumped over the cage and started beating the hell out of his team. And then Khabib's team jumps on stage and starts beating up Conor when he's knocked out.
That was one of the most aura-filled things I've ever seen in my entire life. The fact that his guys were just like, we're going to end this entire fight.
Those
now.
Dagestanians,
those dudes are
they are
insane.
so, and they're actually cool. I watch all their they film themselves training and doing all kinds of stuff on their farm, and some of the guys are actually really funny with Daniel Cormier, who they two complete opposite people. So, but they're the toughest thing going. They are disciplined and they're freaking tough, and they're killing everybody.
I do love, like, there's certain, like, people in UFC, like, away from UFC, I do not like them, but when they're doing UFC stuff, they are, like, some of my favorite commenters. Like, number one, I when he's talking about UFC, when he's doing UFC stuff, I don't know if there's a better person to have a camera on than Chael Sonnen. He's the
brilliant.
funniest.
He's brilliant.
He's brilliant.
He's brilliant.
Everything
Really
he says, hilarious. Like, when he's actually talking about the actual, like, X's and O's of the fight, he's breaking it down in a fascinating way.
Yes.
Like, when he's like, in any way, shape, or form, when he's talking about Ultimate Fighting, he's one of the best broadcasters on the planet.
He's got a little Muhammad Ali in him.
He's so good.
Like, he'll rhyme and talk. You can't beat him. Like, you can't out-talk him. It's hard to really, really beat him in a verbal contact
When he just
conversation.
The other day, the video popped up when it was what's his name? The guy he's always in.
Michael Landsberg from Toronto.
No. The Brazilian guy, when they were on like Next Fighter, and they were both
Vanderlei
coaches.
Silva.
Yes, yeah, and they were both coaches, and he's just like, and he like tries to. It's the coolest thing in the world when he tries to like slap him in the face, and Chael just does that like. And he just does that like really quick like block thing, and it's just like the instinctual thing. And then as soon as he like tries to like he tries to take him down to the ground, and they just immediately start going at it. And he's chirping him the entire time. It's hilarious.
You
It's
should
like
see
it's
him.
like the Bang Bang Nick Tarnowski guy, except he's on TV and he does it on a weekly basis.
He's going to try to monetize this whole situation.
Of course he should.
No doubt. I know they're flying him to Happy Gilmore too, which I do want to see. Happy Gilmore 1 was a great movie.
Someone said he's going to have a cameo. No, he's not.
No. I said that. They're going to tag him on something later on but
it's not a cameo in the movie.
No. That's already, this is a premiere when he's going to it, but they're going to have him do something when they release something else in the future.
Yeah,
anyway.
and it maybe like before or after the movie, you play a little clip of that. But
exactly.
You don't re-edit
because
the
they'll
movie.
probably, no. I misworded that. My bad. Let's see here. Hey, Cam. Okay. Hey, Cam, who's next to be whacked around the Clinton circle? Seems like everyone that works with them gets whacked. Is that I do read that there's a lot of people that were connected with Hillary Clinton that did die. I mean,
that is true.
Is it? I mean, a ton. Like, I saw the list the other day, and I'm like, whoa.
They have the same kill rate as people involved in the JFK assassination. Witness. Same kill percentage.
Yeah, it's a high percentage.
Do you notice that too, Rock? Did you see that?
Yeah, there's been a bunch of people. I mean, the Seth Rich thing was obviously the most popular, I think, of that topic. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know any of the other cases off the top of my head. That's the big one.
Can the government still keep secrets?
I think
we see more leak. I mean, the Supreme Court had a decision that they hadn't released leaked,
as we're seeing,
and no one got caught.
As we're seeing, I think the case is the government can keep bipartisan secrets. But if there's too much stuff on one side, that's when you get people going, oh, here's the story. I'm going to leak it because it only hurts one side. But if there's enough people on both sides of the aisle, that's when everyone gets together and just goes, yeah, we don't need this.
See, I think
Watergate, difference between Watergate and Kennedy and stuff, I think.
Listen, part of me, I don't have the answers for this. But to me, the way politics works and this is a Democratic thing, but hey, go to one of the ICE holding centers and get arrested. That'll get you on CNN and MSNBC. You got to do that for your base.
Like Greta?
So if she's gone. But to me, if you're a way left wing, AOC type politician, you leak it.
No doubt.
And let some of the old guard burn. But you'll get your name. You're the hero.
Yes.
Like someone's political ambition could trump anything and leak it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why I wonder, maybe there isn't anything there. Someone would leak that.
I agree.
And they wouldn't care as long as they get the credit. I don't know.
So why is she in jail?
A lot of politicians are self-serving.
Let's see here. Get them in, by the way, 314-590-3770. You could follow us on YouTube at Lou Info and just press the button. We're right here. You could chime in on that as well. Let's see here. I heard you can catch a ton of those crabs on the Jersey Shore. That is true in many of ways.
Somebody asked if you saw Snooki while you were down there.
Snooki.
Ha, 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 ha.
Those guys did pretty well
This
for
is
themselves.
North Wildwood. They
ain't going down there. There's no DJs down there, Jimmy. Yeah, no. This is family oriented. Big time.
A couple things, okay? One thing that you see at the Jersey Shore is their T-shirt. Like you walk the boardwalk, every little shop has T-shirts with the latest sayings or funny things. And there's nothing now. It was all Trump and Trump stuff. I wonder if they told them, yeah, let's not do that.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But they do in North
think...
Wildwood have a Trump store.
Oh, really?
They have a Trump merchandise store.
Yeah, I guess in Wildwood it's a little different than maybe near the Newark area. I don't think they like Trump too much in that, like where I was living in off Prospect Road up there. I don't know. Oh, man. Let's see here. So you're going to Arizona. God, I saw your schedule. I was looking through it, the Cardinals schedule. They're probably just trying to relax now, and now it's back to work, baby. Back to work. Halfway through the season.
Give these players some credit, too, because I'm already getting emails about some charities that I do stuff for.
Yeah.
Setting up dates. So every off day, the rest of the way, they're going to be slotted to do something. Not easy.
Be a host a golf tournament. You know, I remember going to all these golf tournaments in the summertime. Always a Cardinals player there. Always. They just have to walk around, talk to people for 6, 7, 8 hours on their off day. Nice as can be. He's got to.
Whitey Herzog, Ricky Horton, who by the way is a huge storage center of information. He's been around. He's seen everything. He said Whitey would tell the players, "You're not doing charity stuff during the season."
Lou would do that too.
And then he would say, "You know what? You move to St. Louis and you do that in the off season. We're not going to have our schedule tied down with that."
It wears you out. Listen, and again, we got to look at it from we're the Cardinal players are making a ton of money, but I'm just saying Lou would do the same thing for rest. Like he would we do pick and choose different things, but it wasn't every off day. We got to do something like the Blues. We certainly did with the young crew every day. You're always doing something busy, and maybe Keith Kachuk wouldn't go and whatnot, but you're always busy, man. But you need rest. You do. You're hanging out like at a golf tournament for 6 hours on your off day. It's tough. You got to do what you got to do, baby. Let's see here. Good morning, Deus. The Shane Gillis monologue was absolutely hilarious and gold last night. Oh, we're going to get into that. We're going to get in that next break. We're going to play some clips if we can. We can play some clips of that, can we? Yeah. I don't think he cusses. I can't believe.
No, but I was surprised, and I didn't see it, but I watched like 15 clips.
So did I.
And it didn't seem like he got huge laughs.
Yeah, but
he's a little self-deprecating anyway. Like,
certainly.
Oh, that one didn't land, or they should have taken that one.
I didn't write that.
But it sure seems like the audience didn't necessarily embrace it.
But if you watch, again, back in 96 when Norm Macdonald was doing it, we laugh our ass off. All the guys are like, what? Or like Ken Griffey Jr. is like, oh, my God. And then like down the line, you're going to be like, no, that was actually hilarious. But at the time.
I thought the jokes were very
great.
funny.
He's hilarious.
But
he's one of my favorites.
I mean,
history buff too.
He made an OJ joke.
Oh yeah,
and it fell flat seemingly with the audience. Really, OJ can't make jokes about OJ?
Still, I mean, come on. Oh man. Let's see here. No one looked at him any different until Elon looked at him different. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that whole thing was bizarro land too. The Trump-Elon feud there for a little bit. Wasn't that weird?
Wasn't just a feud. I mean, Elon, when he gave him the key to the country or whatever they gave Elon as like the parting gift, had a black eye.
So odd. What's going on? I know, man. How can you look at everything and be like, it's normal. Don't worry about it. It's weird. You know? I guess you can look at it, how the gas prices.
Which is worse?
How's eggs? Are they, inflation?
Epstein list or auto pen? Which is a bigger scandal?
That's a good question. What do you think, Rock?
What was the question again?
The Epstein list.
Rock. I'm trying to go through Gillis clips right now.
You're good. What's up? Epstein list or the auto pen?
What about it? Which one bothers me
more of a big deal?
Why do I have to rank them? It seems like the president not knowing who's signing his name on stuff is a pretty big deal. It also seems like the president immediately not just like refusing to like follow through with one of his campaign promises, but completely like obfuscating the truth behind the facts behind his campaign promise. It literally be like somebody was like, "We need to end world hunger," became president, and just goes, "I see no hungry people. Anyone telling you there's hungry people is lying to you." Like that's I don't think we've ever seen that.
Well, if you go to the
promise.
Midwest, you're not going to think that anybody's hungry.
Yeah, right.
You think they're eating too much.
So they're both big deals. Let's deal with them both.
And me.
Listen,
one of them's a congressional thing. One of them's a law enforcement thing.
Not only are
let's
you
take
saying
care of both. We got enough people.
There is no hunger. It's also, and if you see hunger, you're weak.
Yes, that's true. Yes, you're right. So it is a little.
Why do that? And then I did see on the Twitter tweets. I am in my bubble because I'm traveling. Was just on vacation, doing my best. And I have a podcast right after this show, Serving It Up. Jim the Cat Hayes YouTube thing's starting to grow. Thank you, Dave Green. Thank you, Podcast Heat. I'm supposed to do a promo for it. Dave Green wants me to use AI. I will not use AI.
Yes. There you go. There you go.
I have my own words.
Nice.
It's 30 seconds. I could do that falling off a truck. But, or maybe not because I'm tired. I don't really understand what we're doing with that.
I don't either, man. It was shocking to me.
And I think some of the things, like the Doge cuts, I'm on board with.
Sure.
U.S. aid became sort of a slush fund for Democratic priorities that weren't necessarily part of what U.S. aid should be going for. Did they hit it with a bulldozer instead of a scalpel? Probably. But you're going to have mistakes like that. And you know what else? 1,300 federal workers were laid off. My heart goes out to them. We've had layoffs in our business. Happens all the time. I don't see anyone.
How about laying off during COVID? I mean, come on.
No one's shedding a tear.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
In our
we
business,
all got our own problem. You kidding? Were they crying when you got laid off 15 times at 590?
No, they laughed.
They laughed at you. Always remember that. They laughed at you.
They threw tomatoes at me.
Oh, God.
And by the way,
threw tomatoes at me.
Yeah.
So,
but you know, supposedly they can't
get
even
off the stage.
They can't even track how many federal workers they have. Like, government needs to tighten up. It does. You can. I mean, the counter argument is, why do you hate, federal workers? They're the back. I don't. But if you can identify people who should be in the office, who haven't been in the office for years and don't want to come back in, or you can't quantify what they do.
Just like in any
And you don't
company.
think that there's a lot of those people?
Yeah. God, yeah. Jim is not 5'9". Did he get a late?
No, don't. See, here's the thing. I'm directly against people getting their text read after they send it in 44 times.
Oh,
it wasn't funny. It wasn't clever. You didn't deserve to have it read the first time.
Who is
and
it?
Cam simply trying to rebound off a lull in the show will not get your text read.
Yeah,
Come up with something clever, you hack.
God.
What did they say, that I'm not 5'9"?
They keep sending in the same exact text over and over again with slight edits, and it's not funny.
I am 5'9".
It's not clever.
That's nothing to brag about.
I know.
But I'm 5'9".
Even if you're 5'8", who cares?
He's saying you're not 5'9" with shoes on, but with your shoes off. But this is sports. Everything we're doing is with shoes on.
No, I'm 5'9", but okay. I mean, if I were 5'8", I wouldn't be like, I'm going to lie and say I'm 5. I don't care. I'm not
round up.
Listen, I'm at the age where I'm probably going to start shrinking anyway.
I did say when I would tell people I was 6 foot.
Well, that's different because it
just sounds better than 5'11" and 3/4.
Yeah, but you're
and then I'd get weighed in every single training camp. Like, no, you're not 6 foot.
How about this? I'm taller than Ken Rosenthal. Will that do?
Is that saying a lot?
No,
he's got a small frame.
He's a little fella.
He's a little fella.
He's a wonderful guy.
I bet you know what thing though?
He's a wonderful.
I bet he's comfortable as hell on planes.
Yeah.
I bet he flies comfortable as hell.
What does it matter how tall he is? He does a good job.
I'm saying I bet he flies comfortable on planes. I'm jealous of him.
Let me tell you something.
You know how many times I've been comfortable on a plane?
Let me tell you.
Not many.
0.
I'm going to tell you a good Ken Rosenthal.
I have.
Well, yeah, I know you. I'm going to throw something at you, sanctimonious piece.
I didn't even mean to. You set me up for it.
Ken Rosenthal. I booked him for another YouTube show called The Cat's Corner. Those are still up on my YouTube channel, by the way, as a guest. And I had booked someone else who said, can you go through the network talent coordinator? I've known this guy for 20 years.
Oh, yeah, man.
And I'm not going to name because I'm not trying. That's not the point of the story. So I reached out to Rosenthal for a later episode and said, hey, can you come on this, or do I need to go through a talent coordinator? And he said, Jim, I've known you a long time. If I ever say you have to go through a talent coordinator, you have permission to punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Of course I'll come on. Nice man.
Yeah,
Ken Rosenthal.
Yeah, we get that sometimes.
I do appreciate that those I love guys like that who are willing to give up their time because they're extremely busy, and if they wanted to, they could probably siphon $50 out of every person who tried to text them, and they don't do that, and I appreciate that.
All right, let's go to break. Let's regroup. We will be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website.
You're insane.
Well, you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begins.
Ozzie Smith ready for the flip, and we're ready to start the season. Here we go.
This is Cardinal Hall of Famer Ozzie Smith, and I'm flipping with excitement over the giveaway on Thursday, July 24th. That night, 20,000 fans 16 and older will take home the first ever legendary backflip bobblehead, featuring me, courtesy of Phillips 66. Don't miss the flipping awesome giveaway. We can't wait to see you on Thursday, July 24th. Secure your tickets and learn more at cardinals.com/promotions.
Hats off to family fun on Sunday, July 27th, when the Birds host the Padres. That day, 20,000 fans, 16 and older, will get a City Connect throw pad courtesy of Quick Trip. And thanks to Haichu, 10,000 kids ages 15 and under will take home a Cardinals hat with custom charms. Upgrade your and your kiddos' game gear. Snag your tickets today at cardinals.com/promotion.
This is Alec Burleson, St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. 2 sisters died Monday in a house fire in the Dutchtown neighborhood. It's now being investigated as a homicide. The grandson, Ryan LaRose, is facing an arson charge in a separate case. No arrests yet for the Monday fire. The building, known as Magna Place off Interstate 64 near Interstate 170, sold in early April for $34.3 million, according to the St. Louis Business Journal. The new owner is the founder of Onder Law Firm. St. Louis Public Schools and the Little Bit Foundation moved their tornado relief center to a new location this week. It's operating out of Vashon High School. It'll be running through July 31st. The center moved from Metro High School. The national banking platform MocaFi launched an investment initiative of $1.5 million for students to put toward education or buying a home or starting a business. The program is giving $5,000 each to 300 eligible students who were 7th graders in the 2024-25 school year, with On Our Block St. Louis spearheading the effort. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We have cold front off to the west, and that may kick up a few showers or thunderstorms later on today. Mix of sun and clouds, and we'll hit the upper 80s. Few showers overnight, low 70s, and then about the same for Friday. Upper 80s, clouds hanging around along with afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Slight chance of a shower or two over the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
Join your fellow St. Louis City SC fans at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. All St. Louis area Hot Shots locations are proud to be a part of City on Tap, presented by Michelob Ultra, the official network bringing St. Louis City fans and ice cold beer together. Catch every exciting moment of the 2025 MLS season at Hot Shots. Since 1990, Hot Shots has championed St. Louis sports, and they're thrilled to keep the tradition alive for St. Louis City SC. Find the Hot Shots near you at hotshotsnet.com.
Hot Take Central 2.0.
Now, as you sports fans know, it's really getting out of hand, man. It's going way out of control.
With Cam Jansen.
I'm going to lead you down the path that rocks.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
You're a legend in the city, moving by day instead of night.
Weekday mornings from 8 to 10.
Hell yeah.
Only on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
This whole situation is getting out of control.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
These two men here, are they with you?
On the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Yeah. 8:41 on a Thursday. Let's go. Get up and get them in. 314-590-3770. It's the text line. You can call in at 855-282-8255. And you can go on Lou Info on YouTube. Just type it in search, and you'll see our pretty faces right here. I'm waving right now. What's up, everybody? Let's go. What? Didn't see the wave yet? Okay. Hi, everyone out there. Okay. We talked about...
You're adorable.
I'm a mutant. I am a mutant. Here's the deal. SB's last night, Shane Gillis hosted, and he's pretty talented, man. He's one of my favorite stand-up comedians. He knows history very well. He ties history into so many different things, and it's very, very clever. He's a smart guy, and he's edgy. He's kind of got that Norm Macdonald in him, and I really appreciate his skits, man. And he doesn't care, which I like. And he's self-deprecating too. So he hosted. I can't believe Disney signed off on it because they know he's going to be somewhat raunchy. And we were talking earlier that no one was really laughing in the crowd, but I think that's a normal thing when I think they're too cool everybody's too cool.
Well, ESPN is very progressive, so
you think
easily offended. Maybe I'm just trying to figure it out.
It's more like I'm too cool to laugh at jokes because I don't know.
And he kind of went after across the board.
Everybody, that's what you do.
Yeah.
But you know how guys are. I'm not laughing at that because I don't want anybody seeing me laugh at it because then they're going to judge me like I thought that was funny.
Maybe
these guys are big pro. Like, why would you care? Anyway, that's what I think because he is. So you want to play a couple of these clips? He bashed a couple people.
Let's do it in the second hour.
Oh, you want to do it in the second hour?
Yeah,
okay.
more clips.
Wait a minute. I thought we were going to do that during the break.
Yeah,
you just
my
threw
bad.
Cam off.
I'm sorry.
I can't cut clips.
Don't get mad.
No, I'm going to get mad. I can't cut clips right now in the break because of some weird
You're not going to
setup.
fight me like Seth, are you?
No, I can't cut clips during the break for some reason because of some weird setup we have right now at the board, and it's making me very mad.
Don't be mad.
No, I'm quite pissed off about it. But I can cut clips during this segment.
So are people just pressing buttons back there? Is there a lot of people?
I don't know how this wasn't an issue the first 2 weeks. It's an issue now. I don't know what it is.
How many people are behind that board?
Like 3 people. I don't know how.
3 throughout the day. 3.
Yeah. But they don't have their own Gmail accounts apparently, and keep touching my stuff.
Oh man, see that's it. Because your email's up there. Okay, I see. Usually,
Well, this stuff's something with the board. I literally just cannot. I can't put anything in queue and listen to it while we're
we'll do it in a second.
running a break.
No big deal. I have a ton of topics to get into. Oh man. It is kind of funny that it's National Tattoo Day today. And
what is it?
National Tattoo Day.
I don't have one.
No, I was going to ask. You don't?
I have one. It's on my hip. It's a
flower.
Adrian Smed.
A flower.
My favorite actor, Adrian Smed.
On your hip?
Yeah.
You know who does have a lot of tattoos? Ed Herman. We all saw that the other day, although you didn't look.
No, he's a nice guy. He's fun.
You didn't even look.
Really. When a gentleman wants to drop his shorts, I'm not really interested in seeing that, so I look away.
I've seen some stupid ass tattoos in my day in these locker rooms with some of these guys, man. I was in the tattoo world right when I was starting playing. A little bit older guys when I was young. They all were jacked and they had badass tattoos in the back of all the way through their back. I'm like, man, I want to get something like that. So when I was up in Windsor, I was 17 And I went and I got a tattoo on my thigh, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get it on my thigh because no one could see it unless I'm naked, and I don't care. And then I thought that was cool. American flag, a bald eagle. My pawpaw had kind of the similar one when he got it in World War II. So I kind of like, that's badass. My dad comes up and sees, and he's like, what is that thing? I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. He's like, what do you do? Like, you can't get mad at me for that. I live in a different country, but I've seen the stupidest tattoos. And my buddy gave my other buddies one time, who's got a lot of coin, $25,000 each to get a brand on their butt that says 100% prime meat. And they were drunk in Vegas. And I said, I'll give you $25,000 each. And they said yes. And they both got this thing on their butts. Would you do that, Jimmy?
No.
When you were younger? Somebody give you 25 grand cash. When you were younger, like 22.
I'd work at it would have to be.
You'd negotiate.
You need 25 up front and then payments, further payments.
The money's good.
$5K.
The money's good.
For a month for the next.
No one's going to see it unless you're naked.
Yeah.
25 grand when you're 22. Because you look at it now, I'm like, God, no. I mean, I'll take that 25 grand. Don't get me wrong. But
I've seen tattoos that look nice on some people, right? Like, all right, that's a cool one. I get it. But then when I see like old guys with the tattoos that faded and kind of shriveled up a little, I'm not gonna. And then how many times you have a shirt when you bought it, you're like, I love this shirt, and then like you don't wear it, you don't like it anymore.
It gets old.
Yeah, not doing it.
Barbed wire, and I don't like tattoos on girls. To be honest with you, I don't think it looks good for the most part. I don't think it's not my thing. A lot of people do like it. I just don't. A lot of people like feet, like Jay Randolph Jr.
Yes, he did.
I'm not into that.
Me neither.
I mean, do you know? I mean,
I like to watch him do his thing because it was hilarious.
Right.
And
it was one of the funniest.
It wasn't a fetish. It was a slight. What was it? A slight attraction, or
he was one of the funniest guys in the league going,
and a nice man,
and real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't try to be funny. This is the J. Randolph Jr. Studios, by the way. Rock, when you were young, if somebody offered you 25 grand cash, would you get a tattoo on your ass that's kind of embarrassing?
Yes.
I knew you were going to say that. 25 G's cash? Damn right.
Kidding me?
I know, man.
On my ass?
Would you do it now?
Yeah.
Would you do it now?
Something
embarrassing.
Probably.
Something embarrassing.
Something embarrassing?
Yeah, it's not going to be.
There's one person in the world who's going to see my ass. I'm fine with it.
I kind of get
forever.
Yeah, a forever tattoo.
So you're going to marry this woman?
Yeah.
All right. What do you got in your wallet, Cam?
I got Kate. Kate, look under the bed. Is there no?
I got like $110.
I ain't gonna get done. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
Yeah, sorry.
25. Not much. No, we're not going to get to that point. Man, oh man.
Yeah, you're not gonna get 25 G. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, the worst tattoo. Yeah, I've seen some bad ones, dude. Oh my God. You're getting that weird fix, man. It came around in the late 90s a lot, early 2000s. Everybody was getting them. Like the tribal stuff, the goofy ones, like the Chinese symbol. What's that mean? You Chinese? It says like wolf or whatever.
Some people think it looks cool.
You know, I don't know. I'm not into it.
I think tattoos are awesome. I respect people who's got a lot of them. Like it takes a lot of dedication, takes a lot of pain tolerance. Got to spend a lot of money.
They're expensive as hell.
There's like multiple factors into why I haven't gotten tattoos. None of them being that I don't want them.
You know what I would put on?
I would love to get tattoos.
They're expensive.
Oh, why not? I think it'd be fun.
The one I would
look good with them.
I would consider
Blue Stanley Cup.
BlueInfo.com. I would do that for
your
Dave
podcast
Green.
On your back,
serving it up
with Matt Holliday. That'd be kind of funny. I think Randy got a tattoo after the Blues one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of people did.
Yeah. It was literally something he said. He said if the Blues, they were in last place, like we all know the story. He's like, if the Blues win the Stanley Cup, I'll get a tattoo. And literally live on the morning show, he got tattooed.
That's right. A big one too. It's pretty big, isn't it? Like right on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, pretty big right on his shoulder. It's the only ink he's ever going to get. He's not like Ed Herman where it like opened up like a new like passion of his.
Man,
and that's also that's
he's an interesting guy.
That's one thing about Ed Herman that I think it's awesome.
Dude,
that
he's his own
because I talk to my friends now who we're in our young 30s and I have friends who like I know they're being sarcastic. Sometimes I don't think they are. When they talk about like, man, we're so old. I can't do this. I'm old. Just like, okay, first of all, we're not old. We have so much time left. And so somebody like Ed Herman, who in his late 50s, early 60s was like, I'm going to stumble into something, a passion completely new and dive completely headfirst into it at 60 years old. I love that. There's something so beautiful about that.
He was talking about his baseball collection, his baseball card collection. I mean, he's got cool. Everything,
he has ticket stub for the game where Babe Ruth pointed to the stands and called his shot. That's he
finds them online.
Flipping sweet. I like to make fun of Darren Rovell for his account because he's a nerd. But
Darren Rovell?
Yeah, Darren Rovell. He's a nerd. But
he's all right.
I love that kind of stuff. And I love that Ed Herman's like, I'm successful. I work my ass off. And I'm going to use that to get cool stuff. And that's honestly one of the ticket stub for that game is one of the coolest things I've ever heard. Like that's pretty damn cool.
I go, how much was that? He goes, around $25,000.
Yeah, that's pretty damn cool.
Many years ago, and I think it was set up by our then producer, Brad Straubinger. I can't remember how it came to be.
Bradley boy.
Chris Carpenter, kind of a edgy guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let us come with him as he got a tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
With a camera crew.
Really?
And I always like to have something fun at the end. So I had Chris pretend like he talked me into getting a tattoo. And at the end, I revealed my tattoo, and it said, I heart Tony. I heart, but it wasn't, but it was not real. Now, Brad saved everything that he's ever done and puts it out on Twitter, whatever, YouTube. Save nothing of anyone else, what they did. I wish I could find that.
Yeah, where is that?
Because back then people didn't.
Yeah,
we also
didn't upload.
We didn't really have didn't have an archive or whatever. I wish I saved some of that stuff.
I know. There's a lot of stuff that you probably wish you would have saved.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. I don't get the players that visit the hospital every day for a couple hours on the drive to the stadium, like Andy Van Slyke. Well,
you don't get that.
How do you
don't get that?
That's a different story.
Holy
like
God,
you gotta go see kids at Shriners or Children's Oh man,
I have a
you
chance.
Gotta do that.
Holiday did.
You know how
I have a chance to
I
walk
say that
into.
I don't pay. I pay to do events. You want me to go to Children's Hospital and go talk to kids or Shriners? Oh, damn right, baby.
What's your rate on that?
What's that?
What's your rate on that?
No, don't. That's a different
What's your
story.
rate
I
on
can't
that?
understand the thought process of seeing people do that and be like, I don't understand that. Why would you do that?
I don't know what he's talking about.
What do you want to do? Feel great and like you are literally a superhero.
You want to have a wake-up call?
Walk into a hospital room and be like a superhero. Who doesn't want to do that? Essentially, to these kids, you can fly.
You feel
you shoot laser beams out of your eyes.
You want a little wake-up call. You go visit a hospital, children's hospital, like a Shriners. Like it is. It just I don't know, man. You ask me to do that, I'll do that no matter what. Now I gotta host an event. Don't know. Did you see that Dave Portnoy might be going? You see, FS1 firing everybody, Jimmy. You see that?
I didn't even know
they got so much drama over there anyway.
Well, you can't have that kind of commiserating.
Are you kidding?
Going on. You just can't. And the guy that was ahead of it, he got whacked. I didn't even read that. But all these lawsuits came out from people like the makeup artist. And
they're all creepy, touchy, like monsters.
Makes me sick.
Makes
me sick.
And they go on the air, and that's all. They're all banging each other. It's really, really weird. Anyway, Dave Portnoy and I guess Big Cat. You see that, Rock?
Yeah.
You think that's going to be good? I mean, they're entertaining. I like Big Cat too. He's cool.
I mean, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Portnoy. He's funny in a lot of things, but I would hate it. I like some of the way he treats some of his employees. It drives me up a wall. I love Big Cat, although him escaping the fraud charges did annoy me a little bit.
Define that. What do you mean?
We discovered this past year that he was born and raised in Massachusetts and grew up as a Patriots fan for a little bit, and then eventually moved to Chicago and became a diehard Chicago fan. But he portrayed himself as this like pure Chicago fan, and then we find out he grew up as a Patriots fan in Massachusetts. It's just like, I mean, who are you, Cat?
I thought you meant fraud charges. Like
no, not real fraud charges.
I was like,
Jesus Christ,
it seems like a good guy. I never heard about that.
No, not real
so
fraud
he tells
charges.
I'm Chicago through and through, baby. The Bears from the beginning.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, some pictures showed up of him like in a Patriots uniform or something.
Well, I think he just started. I don't remember exactly how it came out
for
but
that.
Yeah, yeah, it's fascinating to me.
I was watching something there. They were saying, what's the what was I going to say? What's the worst sports team names?
Ooh, interesting. I've always
Guardians got to be up there.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Guardians.
I think.
What do you?
No offense. I know it's because I'm an American and I don't like the soccer names. Like STL City's fine, but Sporting Kansas City.
Do you like the Browns?
Sporting Kansas City. The Browns at least has history.
The worst part.
What is this?
Well, the St. Louis Browns. We had that here. I get that. I don't know the full history, but legacy names I'm fine with. But Sporting Kansas City and that whole thing.
Lazy.
That one's the worst too.
It's lazy.
That one's the worst because
who says Sporting anyway?
They do.
Unless you're a Brit.
Well, it's a soccer thing. That one's the worst too because they had a different name. Like the other ones coming in new and it's like we're going to do the European style, fine. But like Kansas City Wizards is fun. They had the Cauldron. There was personality. I have a lot of reasons to make fun of Kansas City, but that is one of my favorite reasons to make fun of those jokes. That joke of a franchise and that joke of a city.
I missed the Bullets.
Well, Cam, they had to get rid of that.
I'm just saying.
That one was problematic. They had to get rid of that one.
The Bullets.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're having as many gun violence issues as DC was having at the time, it makes sense to pull the plug.
I don't like the Predators.
Well, how come?
I don't know. You would think I would like something like that, but I don't know.
Why would you be such a big fan of Predators?
I just don't like the. I don't like the name.
I hate myself.
I don't like the name.
What? Okay. Any
You're
other names?
A Predator. Anytime you get.
I mean, you
the
talk
Predators. I'm thinking like
the worst name in sports, not because of it's a bad name, but because of the context around it, is obviously the Utah Jazz. That's the worst name in sports. They shouldn't have that name. It's a bad name.
There is a very stout jazz community in Utah.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there is. and one day the Mormons will successfully run them out of town.
The name Jazz
at the end of a pitchfork.
The name Jazz is fine. I understand.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't fit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a bad name. It's the context. If they were the Memphis, St. Louis, New Orleans Jazz, it's completely different.
Why'd they get rid of Wizards?
The Kansas City Wizards?
Yeah.
It was literally because at the forefront, they were they're one of the biggest franchises in MLS, and I think it was as a forefront of pushing we got to get more like Europe to get bigger. We're going to change one of our original staple franchises with the most personality from Kansas City Wizards to Sporting Kansas City.
Sporting Kansas City.
Pretty dumb. Pretty stupid.
Do you remember Preki? Do you remember that name?
Of course I know Preki.
I was there briefly while Preki was with, and he was not a nice guy.
No, I hear he had a bad attitude.
Pampered baby.
Yeah. Well, Cam's dealt with a lot of Euros who came over and had bad attitudes.
Yeah, there were some.
And
but a lot were good though.
And if I can, I guess I should
Especially
unload.
Swedes.
I guess I should unload.
Go.
But you look at. I know we're up against.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go. Save it.
I'll tease. I'm gonna unload on somebody.
Good, let's go. Okay, we'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Let's talk about your health insurance. There are a lot of reasons why people need affordable health insurance. But here's the bottom line. You know you need affordable health insurance. For you, a spouse, a family member, whatever. I'm going to give you a free hotline to call to find affordable health insurance that can cover all your health insurance needs in case you get sick or have an emergency. Plus, cover vision, dental, and more. And there are no long-term commitments. You can keep your plan as long as it's affordable. And for the price of a cup of coffee. We're not talking about one of those fancy coffees. For the price of a regular cup of coffee a day, you can have quality, affordable health insurance. Call the Health Insurance Hotline for a free quote.
800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. That's 800-373-8414. All aboard!
There's a new way to travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train is a lot less of a headache than taking a plane, and you'd be surprised how many places you can go on an Amtrak, and there's no passports or IDs needed. Find out how to get where you're going as soon as tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak Travel Hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes. Skip the drive to the airport and skip the lines. Call right now to book your Amtrak reservations. We service most of the United States.
All aboard!
Do something new. Travel by Amtrak today.
800-428-9517. 800-428-9517. 800-428-9517. That's 800-428-9517.
The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Of an Epstein client list. New Yorkers not buying it.
There are flight logs and there are other documents that tell who went to the island.
There is. I think we would love to have more information.
If there was nothing to hide, we would have had this information.
President Trump took to Truth Social saying in part his past supporters have fallen for a scam that was created by the Democratic Party. He went on to say those who continue to talk about the case are, quote, weaklings who want to do the Democrats' work. I'm Natalie Migliori.
President Trump is accusing Senator Adam Schiff of California of mortgage fraud.
On Tuesday, Trump claims Schiff is lying about his primary residence. In a Truth Social post, Trump says Schiff is a scam artist who received a mortgage for a home in Maryland more than 15 years ago. He says Schiff declared that home his primary residence while actually living in Burbank. He claims Schiff did this to get better rates and terms from the mortgage company. The Democratic lawmaker and former Burbank congressman is strongly denying the allegations, calling this a baseless political attack. I'm Daniel Martindale.
A dramatic spike is being reported in the number of young children accidentally ingesting nicotine.
A new study in the journal Pediatrics says that since the year 2020, there's been a 736% increase in young kids ingesting nicotine pouches like Zyn. Doctors write that children who get a hold of the pouches are 2 times more likely to be admitted to the hospital compared to those using other forms of nicotine. The chemical increases heart rate and blood pressure and could lead to nausea, vomiting, or even a coma. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say: "We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great. It even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always welcomes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. So visit StrongTel.com right now. That's StrongTel, StrongTel.com. StrongTel.
The FBI.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen.
So what's his handle?
GetBC.com.
You're gonna need lawyers, right?
Who needs a vacation? Are you ready for an unforgettable getaway? Start packing your bags because Branson, Missouri, the vacation and entertainment capital of the U.S., is calling your name. For just $99 per person, here's what you get: a full 3-day, 2-night stay in a luxury resort hotel, a delicious full breakfast buffet every morning you're here, and when you call right now, free show tickets worth up to $100. That's right, free show tickets to an award-winning show on us. You don't have to leave the country for an amazing vacation. You can drive or fly to Branson and have an incredible time. Whether you bring in the whole family or just planning a romantic escape, this trip is built for you. We guarantee you'll love Branson. This is not a timeshare. It's just an unbeatable vacation deal for only $99 per person. You book now, you can use your tickets anytime this year. You don't even need to know your travel dates to lock in a special price. Hurry, because this offer won't last long. Call our Branson vacation experts today.
800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. That's 800-497-7198.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much.
Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jensen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
9:05 on a Thursday in Kirkwood, Missouri. This is the Lou Information Station, live and on demand at louinfo.com. Call in 855-282-8255. J. Randolph Jr. Studios. You can text in to 314-590-3770. Or check out YouTube, by the way. Just go to Lou Info on YouTube and press a button and wave to us. Wave to us. I know we're talking about the worst names in sports. I don't know if you guys got any more. If anybody else chime in on the text line, 590-3770. But I was just kind of cruising through Twitter, and this popped up, and we all talked about it before the show. I don't think we brought it up yet. But astronomer, is it astronomer? Is that it right?
I think it'd be astronomer.
Oh, astronomer. CEO caught on camera.
Astronomer. What?
Astronomer. Yeah, my bad. CEO caught. It's not about me. It's about this guy, damn it. So anyway, this big CEO of a big company got caught on camera with their HR chief during a Coldplay concert in Boston. The pair was seen rush to cover their faces in horror when they realized they were on the big screen. And I guess Chris Martin, the lead singer, was watching it and goes, hey, oh, wait, either they were having an affair or they were very shy. He said that. And apparently they're both married and got caught. And it's all over social media right now. They were snuggling, though. They were snuggling. That's brutal. Why would you would think somebody would see you anyway if you're having an affair you go to a concert? Like, right? You go to a concert in front of 20,000 people?
You're an idiot.
I don't know. I don't get it.
And isn't one like human resources or something?
Yeah, one of them is apparently the head of HR, and then one of them is the CEO. So yeah, not great. The human resources person probably needs to not be in that situation. Seems like you're
neither does the CEO.
I'm just saying, is the CEO is there's not an ironic comedy behind the CEO being involved. The HR person being there is the ironic comedy.
So weird.
I really truly
that's happened before. I've seen in the past too. Somebody be at a game or something.
I think that someone was once located that was wanted.
Oh, and on the jumbotron.
Fallon, yeah.
Like, there was
someone
a couple
was
weird things,
and that led to his arrest.
Or what about the documentary about the people who used Curb Your Enthusiasm to get the guy exonerated? Or was Seinfeld? There was something Larry David involved where they used.
I think it was
Curb. They used the footage from Curb to prove that this guy was at a Dodgers game, which exonerated him and gave him the alibi and got him out of freaking jail.
That's awesome.
He was
they were filming at a game, and then they saw a guy sitting.
It was like him walking down the aisle, and you could see this guy who was there as a fan is in the shot, and they had to prove his whereabouts wasn't at whatever the crime scene. He's at the game.
Oh, great, man. What was the crime?
I think it was murder, I think.
Oh, man.
It was either murder or rape. And he had been, they thought they had him dead to rights because his alibi just wasn't lining up, apparently. And somebody was like, no, I see him he's like, I was at this game. Can you prove it? And they couldn't prove it. And then somebody's like, no, the footage, because they never got the crowd shot during the Dodgers game at any point. But the Curb Your Enthusiasm did happen to get the crowd shot of him in the crowd. Unbelievable stuff.
Wow.
And by the way, I watch a lot of Dateline with my wife, E. We love that. And if you're going to commit a crime, okay, you don't buy the tools of your proposed murder at Walmart where they have cameras. That's how they get.
Can I give a piece of advice too? Don't look up how to kill somebody on your computer.
That's how they always get them.
Either, and then do the exact same thing that you were looking up.
Yeah, that's also, that's not a good one. You don't want to do that.
I mean, it's having husband kills wife, wife kills husband. I mean, there's left and right.
And sometimes on the computer, I've seen that where they go, how do you know it was him at the computer at that time? You have proof that it wasn't someone setting him up.
Yeah. I like those documentaries on Netflix.
A mass that is human, that is shaped and sized like that of a human adult. Like it'll be those Google searches. You'll be like, you really do think that was gonna ping anybody and get after it? Okay, fair enough.
I Google how to get on StreamYard because I'm an idiot.
They're gonna ding you for that one, Jim. That's how they're gonna get you.
Somebody said, "What about the Wild?" Yeah, that's okay.
I don't love it. I was going to say
I don't like their uniforms either. They're too Christmassy.
Oh, that's a really good point. I like that point, Cam.
I think they've changed it a little bit to more green and yellow, but they had green, red. It's like it just reminds you of Christmas every time you look at it. And somebody said the Angels of Anaheim.
It's fine.
It's whatever. Interesting. Let's see here.
Yeah, LA Angels of Anaheim has always been kind of a bad name.
The Ducks. I didn't like that either. Didn't like that. No, I didn't.
I guess you're too old because, man, that TV show hit as a child.
The TV show?
The TV show for the Mighty Ducks.
Was it a cartoon?
It was a cartoon.
Oh, yeah,
and they were like duck, but they were like from space, and they were like a superhero team.
I remember a little bit. I was a little too old for that.
That show absolutely ripped, Cam. And so if you were a little kid,
well, I liked the movie.
You were like, yeah, but for me, but it wasn't just the movie though. Didn't have it because a while there, the original logo for the Mighty Ducks in the hockey team, that logo was like the colors and like the masks that like the cartoon characters wore. And so I was all about the Ducks when I was a little kid.
Yeah, weren't all those movies though sort of, and there was a ton of those type movies, Mighty Ducks. Wasn't that a take on the Bad News Bears? Wasn't Bad News Bears the first?
The movie Mighty Ducks, yes. I'm talking about the cartoon show that really
I didn't
latched us in.
Because that guy, what was it, Walter Matthau as Buttermaker or whatever, the head coach sitting there cracking open beers.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Was it in the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's a classic. Big time classic. For your information, Kat, Trader Bob opens at noon today on Jefferson, best known tattoo shop in the Lou. That's another thing I just don't want to, not getting a tattoo. In Missouri, the worst high school mascot is the Hickman Cupies in Columbia.
Billiken's pretty bad.
I like the Billikens.
It's
what is a Billiken again? I'm sorry.
It's their own thing.
No, it's some sort of ghost.
It's some piece of
spirit.
Yeah, it's some like
spirit. I kind of like
mythological.
That. I like that.
Yeah, it's like a
spirit.
And the logo.
I don't even really look at
spirit goblin munchkin thing.
I'm a fan of SLU.
I love SLU. I just don't like the mascot.
I take my kid to 1 or 2 games a year. It's a great arena. It's easy in, easy out, especially if they help you with parking. But it's fun,
especially if they help you with parking.
Chaffetz,
love it.
Yeah, I like that. It's easy to get to.
Good brand of basketball.
The Ducks were named after the movie The Mighty Ducks because they were owned by Disney and played in. Yeah,
we know that. Who's texting that in?
That is 314.
Don't get mad at the text line.
He's
trying to help.
up.
I know I have this weird thing where like the people who like when we're having a conversation will then text in.
I know, but there are
a piece of information that is like so obvious. It's like, yeah, we're having this conversation. We know that piece of info. You didn't need to chime in with it.
See, to me, I like the people that text in because they're contributing to the show. Now, it might be a bad contribution, but the effort's there. And we should rip each other, but not the customers. That's who the listeners are.
I can't rip the customers.
How much
you can, but not too much.
That Doyle sign? Liam Doyle?
Yeah.
How much? What was his signing bonus, you think?
I don't even know.
What do you think it would be?
A lot. Millions.
Yeah.
Millions.
5th overall.
I like that kid. I like the fire.
I was going to say the fire
seems awesome.
Is what's got a lot of people talking about him is how jacked up he is about.
As soon as they drafted him, I looked at all those clips of him saying, "Buddy, you're you're blank. I love that.
Yeah, he's got a meanness to him. I like it. Throws hard. Got some personality.
That's why.
Yeah,
reminds me of Lance Lynn, Chris Carpenter, that kind of.
Yeah, kind of needed that. You know what I mean?
And it is funny how they went from. I mean, they were like pitch to contact. We're pitch to contact, pitch to cut, swing and miss, swing and miss. Swing. We need swing and miss stuff, like from top to bottom. But we've already seen the transition this year because it's, I think, cost them in a lot of ways. Palante is not a swing and miss guy, even though he has kind of changed his arsenal a little bit to get more swing and miss. But generally speaking, ground balls, which is great, unless you have a game where the ground balls are squeaking through, and next thing you know, you're down 4-0 in the third. It's happened.
Rock, what's the biggest disappointment so far with the St. Louis Cardinals up till now?
Oh, God.
The biggest.
I mean, that's a pretty easy answer. I think everyone you'd ask this question to would give you the exact same answer. Is that Jordan Walker? The last time we saw him in between the injuries looked bad. The problem there is that right before the original spout of injuries at the end of May was actually a really good run for Jordan Walker. And so I don't want to overreact that the short period of time we've seen him since the injuries started at the end of May, early June, is what Jordan Walker is. But the bottom line is we're now looking at a month and a half without any progress from the injuries and without any ability for him to hit the ground running with that good 2-3 weeks at the end of May. And so it's easily Jordan Walker.
I think that guy can be a stud, and he's young, may still be a stud. I just figured with that athleticism, and I know there's people that break down the swing that see problems with the swing. I get all that. I just think he's such an athlete. He's so strong and so big and so athletic that he'll fight his way through that. And I'm sure that when the expectations are so high for a player that it can mess with you. And the mental battle is probably bigger than we know. But I think he'll battle through it.
The worst is when you try to figure it out and you're starting to get your groove, you get banged up again, and then you have to reset all over again. That's god awful. What's the biggest surprise for you, Rock?
I would probably say the biggest surprise is that Matthew Liberatore has pitched so well that we're legitimately having conversations about whether or not the Cardinals won the Randy Arozarena trade. I think that would probably be the most surprising thing because we knew Liberatore had talent, but it had been very up and down. And I think if you asked a lot of people, answer this, tell me about Matthew Liberatore in November of last year, they still would have said it's up in the air. I don't know if he's a major league level starter. Can he pitch, 30 starts in a season? All those things I think were still up in the air as early as November. And now we're sitting here in July, and I don't think anyone has any questions like that about Matthew Liberatore. That would be, I think, the biggest surprise.
I kind of expected it.
Did you? But here's
why.
You're seeing them.
He was so good out of the bullpen.
Yes, that's fair.
Now the problem was he wasn't able to transfer that aggressiveness to being a starter, and he did this year. Like, he can be nasty. That little growl that he had out of the bullpen, he's moved that into his role as a starter. And he's always said, I'd rather be a starter. I'll do whatever they want me to do. And so he put it together. His stuff is great. And he really works at it, which I know is cliche, but that guy does. And I think he has a ton of natural ability. The guy who's really impressing me now is Riley O'Brien.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
I wasn't sure.
That's a great answer.
I wasn't sure if this guy, I knew he had stuff, but I didn't know if he could pull it together. He's young. He's kind of thin. He's not the kind of power pitcher you normally see in terms of his physique. His stuff is nasty. Now, granted, it's not a huge sample size, but to me, he's one of the positive surprises that I've seen.
Let's see here. Rockio seems a little bit irritable today. Maybe he could use a nice therapeutic text thread with the baseball Bob.
That would put me over the absolute edge right now.
Jimmy.
That would absolutely send me off a cliff.
It's the funniest thing in the world.
Last thing I need.
It's just.
Did he say you're going to HE double hockey?
Yeah, did he?
Did he? I'm on the way to some damnation, my friend.
I mean,
it's gonna be rough.
Why?
Because I
can I read one for you?
I said belief. Yeah. I said belief and faith are different than fact, and he said that's not true.
He goes, well, this was like just this one. They went at it for a long time, and then I guess Hockey Bob ended with, well, when you take your last breath in this realm and your soul is burning in hell, you would wish you would listen to folks like me. Jesus.
And see,
then it keeps going. And
can I just say,
God is fact. Just because you don't believe in him does not make him not real.
I believe in God. I do believe in God. People can believe in God in their own way. That's fine. This is my opinion, just pure opinion. But I believe if you're God, the last person you want as a spokesperson for you,
thank you,
is Baseball Bob.
Thank you.
There's a couple people.
Sometimes you're just the voice.
There's a couple people. There's a couple people.
I appreciate that.
There's a couple people.
He told me I was. He said I was.
You're going to hell.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not in the right group of people for him. I'm sure.
It's the funniest thing.
You're not accepting the right truths in his mind. I think.
Are you agnostic?
No, I go to church twice a year at least.
So there's something in there.
Oh, Rock.
You're
funny, man.
People should just respect each other.
No doubt.
That's my thing. But
no doubt.
And see, that's my thing. Is
you think God wants, if there's, however you worship him, do you think he wants some guy to say you're going to burn in hell?
He thinks I'm being.
I don't.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful of faith. My point is that like faith and belief are two extremely important things. But and in fact, it's important that faith and belief are different from fact, because there's an extra level that goes into belief where you have to give yourself up to things you don't understand and that aren't real and that you can't prove. And that's the extra level that is needed when you start talking about faith and belief. And so you need to almost not supersede, but you need to go beyond fact in these things. So I'm not trying to knock it, but I'm saying they are different things. The belief and faith are not a factual thing. They are a different conversation. And that's why you have to treat them as different conversations when you get into it. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying one is greater than the other. I'm saying they are different things and should be treated as such.
Isn't that sort of what faith is? That's the definition of faith.
And that's my thing, is I separate faith, belief, and fact into two separate categories. And apparently that is, in Hockey Bob's mind, blasphemous.
Do you like when people say, I'll pray for you?
It's one of the, it's something that sends me 0 to 100 quicker than almost anything on this planet. If I talk about religion and it's a way that somebody else doesn't like, their response is, I'll pray for you. And I go, if I said something that condescending to you, you'd swing at me. And so if you're going to be that condescending to me, we can have this issue, but it's not going to go well for anybody involved. It's going to get ugly for everybody involved.
Easy tough.
No, I mean, I'm not going to get physical. I'm just saying it's going to be an unpleasant day. I'm going to yell at you.
How about this? If someone
very mad.
If someone says, I'll pray for you, I think to myself, okay, I can use all the help.
I was thinking too.
I don't take that as an insult.
I got that.
No.
I got that one covered for myself. Thanks for that one.
Yeah, all right.
I don't need your help on that, because they're never saying it in an actual nice way. They're saying bless your heart. It's the Midwestern version of bless your heart. They're telling me to take a long walk off a short cliff. That's what they're saying when they say that. They're not being sweet and like, oh, I really hope this goes well for you. No. They're saying take a long walk off a short cliff, but because of the way that they view their faith, they can't.
Most cliffs are short anyway.
Yeah, you're right. They can't curse at me, and so they have to take a different tactic to it. And so I respect people who are blunt. And so if you want to tell me to go F myself, just tell me to go F myself. You don't need to puff it up with flowery language, which is what they're doing. Just tell me to go F myself.
I don't think so. If someone,
that's what happens.
No, I think there's difference saying that you're going to burn. And if someone said to me, like, we see things differently, I'll pray for you because they think
that
I'm worth saving or whatever.
Yes, or they're above you. They can save you.
That's an insulting thing to say. I
kind of agree with that.
Condescending, pedantic thing to say to somebody else after you have a discussion.
What if your mom dies and people are like, I'm praying for your family?
That's completely different.
That's okay. Fine.
I'm completely okay with that. That is you saying that's the way I'm going to express my care for you. That's completely fine.
I agree with Rock on this, actually.
Look, I don't care.
You have an argument with something, and you're like, I'll pray for you. Oh, jeez.
Maybe God has me on mute because I'm a rights holder and he's tired of my pro-Mo takes.
He's got a Cardinals
So now someone else will say the prayer, and God could say, oh, yeah, I had Hayes on mute. Let's see about it.
I'll pray for you. Now I get what you're saying, man.
I don't get upset about that.
I don't like that one.
How many times have you gotten into an argument and somebody said that in that kind of way? Like Hockey Bob says, I'm going to pray for you.
Not often.
No. So he apparently does.
There's a difference between
I get into a lot of debate
for you.
Has that happened before on the radio or something? That you had an argument with somebody like, I'm going to pray. I'll pray for you.
I can't walk away from debates. It's a problem I have. I need to get better at it. I'm getting better at it, but the problem is then I walk away from a debate, and then 2 days later, Brendan Schaefer and Jim Hayes are all up in my stuff because I didn't shoot down Joe Roderick wanting to trade Lars Nootbaar enough. I finally let a debate go by the wayside, and immediately somebody said, "How dare you not have that debate, Matthew?" And it's like I'm trying to improve myself. I'm trying to let debates go to the wayside. I'm trying not.
I don't want you to. No, I kind of want you to be
person. And then the one time I don't want to be combative, everyone's yelling at me that I should have been more combative, and so I don't know what to do.
Be combative.
Okay.
I think that's what's radio, baby.
I thought you and I would go toe to toe more often. And
I know.
And I think a lot of times you kind of, okay, I understand what you're saying.
But I'm trying.
I could be brilliant.
I think you're both reasonable.
I'm trying to get better at.
No, but if you come back,
not poking the bear, like not just being unreasonable.
But let me ask
I'm
you
always
this.
going to have the debates, but I'm not trying to be unreasonable.
Are you sort of agreeing with me, at least part of what I'm saying at times, just to not have a debate? Or have I really made some
good
sense
question.
in my? Are you just giving in to avoid a debate, or do you actually see some of what I'm saying when we disagree?
A lot of those times, what has happened is that we are talking about a topic where I have only a surface level knowledge, and after we get past the points that I want to make on my surface level, if you get any deeper, I'm going to go, as long as I feel like you're making an argument from a respectable, honest place, my reaction is then going to default to, I see what you're saying. Because at that point, I don't know anymore, and I don't feel the need to debate. Like my problem is I debate things that I feel like I have enough of a knowledge base to understand my perspective. And so I'm always going to argue my perspective. And so the reason why I get these Twitter debates is that I the person I don't think is completely ignoring my perspective as rational, or they're not understanding my perspective.
Are you getting political
with you? No, I'm talking about sports debates.
Okay,
and with you and me, I feel like we get through our debates and we go back and forth and we get our points out. So usually when I start acquiescing, it's just that like we've hit the point where like I don't have any more facts to use, and I don't want to, and I'm not going to just use a bunch of filler stuff to eat up time on the radio.
I'll swat that away.
And as you should. As you absolutely should. But that's my thought process on, and that's the thing is like, I like on the Joe Roderick thing, if we're going to talk about like this very specific little stupid thing, I got my points out about what his OPS is, but since he called up, and I got my points out on his value as a player. And then Joe kept going, and I was like, well, I'm not just going to keep arguing things that I don't agree with, or, it's one of those things. And
but you've known Jim for a long time. Is there any one big major thing that you guys totally disagree on? I mean, even politically or anything.
I'm sure there probably is when we get down into it, but like a lot of the times, I'm also like, the thing with the political debates is like a lot of times I'm getting into debates because I like having intellectual discussions, and the problem now is that when we're doing it on the air, is that people are going to hear me say something, and they're going to make this assumption that statement I just made should inform them about who I am as a person. When all I'm doing is making like a kind of devil's advocate kind of point where I'm just like, this is a fact that I'm going to state because it needs to be stated in the argument. I don't agree with it. I don't disagree with it, but it's a fact. And people will take me saying that fact as me agreeing or disagreeing with that fact. And now I'm a bad person because I disagree or didn't agree. I'm a communist because I pointed out that fact. So I avoid some debates now on the air because there's too many variables with people listening to where I can't qualify my statements enough to actually get past what they expect, I guess is my best way to put it.
I would think you'd be jaded. And I don't mean this in a condescending way, because you went out for the Michael Brown protest and then found out that it was a bunch of crap.
I didn't go out for the protest. It was like
a march.
It was like 3 or 4 days in, and it wasn't really even at the protest level. And I wanted to go because it was happening in my city, and I'm a big fan of history. And so I was like, okay, I'm not just going to ignore something that's going to be talked about in 30 years. I'm going to go see what's happening. So I didn't go to a protest to make my voice heard. I went to an event happening so that I could say that I was there and have a perspective of myself personally. Was it just a march? I wasn't mad. It's like I wasn't like a. That didn't.
When did you start to realize like, ooh?
I mean, after the DOJ's report comes out, that's when things get a lot clearer. But I think that's when I mean that definitely cleared things up.
Also, the kid who said, he said hands up, don't shoot, and then later said he never said that. I mean, that's unbelievable. That still lives on.
It does
in some people's mind. That kind of tells you where they are. You know?
And my point is about that has always been that there are in that same year or around that same time, there are a lot of other examples. If you want to find an example and say, here's proof that police training is not at a level where they understand, where they're able to handle certain of these situations the way they should. And I think it was Tamir Rice, who's the kid who had a BB gun in a park.
Yeah.
Cop pulls up, takes one step out of his vehicle, and immediately shoots Tamir Rice. Like, that's a case that maybe we should have highlighted that one. And that one should have been the one that said, listen, there is a problem with police training and how they're handling situations, how they arrive to situations, so on and so forth. That would have been a much more progressive way to have that discussion. And to your point, they decided to latch onto a case that when it came out to every piece of the narrative was not true.
Dude, it was blowing up in England.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like I remember playing over there, and they're like, "You're from is that by Ferguson?" Ferguson.
Me too.
It was
everywhere I went.
The paper over there. They talked about it every day. What was the march like? Was just a bunch of people there? Like, was it crazy?
It wasn't like the period of the march. It was the period where it was just like the marching in the like stable. It was in the daytime before the like rioting.
You weren't there at night,
those days. It was one of those days. Yeah, I peaced out at like 6:30 as it started getting dark because I was like, "This is going to get bad."
Yeah.
I don't have a helmet. I don't have bottled water in case I'm in the middle of. I'm not doing anything. But if there's tear gas, I don't have like the bottled water or the Sprite.
Where's your car parked?
All the different stuff. It was like 2 or 3 blocks away. It was enough that even my level of lack of how out of shape I am, I could get there and get in the car
and get out
and still be breathing pretty heavily, but enough that I could still drive.
Were you by yourself?
It was like the 3 block point where I was like, I'm just fat enough where I can still sprint to this car without passing out and getting out of there.
And you had a couple of Antifa buddies with you, right?
No, I went there completely alone because that way when the cops arrested me, all my masks and my paint, I had stowed them away and there were no witnesses. No one could narc on me. That's the key point, Jim. When you're breaking a law, you only break one law at a time. It's always the key.
Do you think it's bad for ICE to wear masks?
We already went through this.
I can't remember what you said.
I think law enforcement in this country should have to.
You want
tell people who they are.
Some sort of identification, which I'm fine with. But if you're dealing with gang members and stuff like that, I think you're fine. Where people are trying to dox you, I think it's fair to let them wear masks as long as they're properly identified as to which agency they were.
I get that. Jim, does Rock think Brian McCann is elite? Wombat.
Boy, that's an ongoing one with Charlie Marlowe.
I forgot, where's Charlie? Charlie saying that he wasn't elite?
No, I said not a superstar.
Okay.
And Charlie always brings up, like, he's pretty good, right? He's in that new thing that they're the pretty good Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I think Jeff Suppan might get in there. But I always said, he's a very good player, just not a superstar. And if you look at his numbers against some catchers, yeah, he's in very good territory, just not a superstar. Never was.
We can pray that Baseball Bob finds a nice Dominican princess to hang with him some joy. They can't all be scammers. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be a big wheel down in Dominican Republic or not. Let's have a 590 prayer meeting for Rock. Well, bless his heart. Bless your heart, Rock. God is a big baseball fan.
Bless your heart.
The first words of the Bible.
I love that the Southerners are like,
bless your heart.
How can we flip people off while being polite? It's a beautiful thing. I like that they figured it out. I actually really respect the Southerners for figuring out how can we curse somebody out without actually having to curse.
What's wrong with
It's sweet.
Yeah.
It's something beautiful about bless your heart. I respect bless your heart, but that's why I'll pray for you makes me mad because it's a poor attempt at finding the sass that the Southerners have figured out. Because again, that's the difference. Bless your heart. That's very Catholic, kind of light Protestants. I'll pray for you is very Catholic like Protestant. Bless your heart. Those Baptists, they figure out a way. They figure out a way to punch hard. They put their hips in the swing. Is all I'm saying about the Baptists. They know what they're doing. They know where.
Are they like the most religious group?
Baptists don't mess around, Cam. I mean, no coffee, no alcohol, no dancing, no sex, no dating.
Oh, one of them.
Woo! They cut out the BS.
Whoa. Kind of like. Whoa.
I'll mess with a lot of groups of Protestants. I do not mess with Baptists. Baptists scare the living daylights out of me. Baptists do not mess around. Baptists are hardcore. I respect them because they love God. And if you don't love God,
what if I showed up to somebody's house dating their daughter?
They'll say,
they'd be like,
if you show up to
he's
their house,
the devil.
They're going to tell you the good word. If you're dating their daughter, it's going to be a slightly different reaction because you better have some knowledge of the good word or there's going to be some hell.
Well, I'm not going to do it anyway because I am happily married and she's watching right now. Hey, Kate, what's going on? Okay.
Respect the hell out of them. They are some hardcore people.
We're going to go to break. We will be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
I once got catfished by a girl in Kirkwood. Before catfishing was really even a thing.
This is the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com with live and on-demand content on YouTube. And catch all of our local shows on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts. KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
Hats off to family fun on Sunday, July 27th, when the Birds host the Padres. That day, 20,000 fans, 16 and older, will get a City Connect throw pad courtesy of Quick Trip. And thanks to Haichu, 10,000 kids ages 15 and under will take home a Cardinals hat with custom charms. Upgrade your and your kiddos' game gear. Snag your tickets today at cardinals.com/promotion.
This is Alec Burleson, St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou.
Summer in St. Louis means one thing: Cardinals baseball. It's more than a game. It's an STL tradition. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, the boom of the fireworks. It's the soundtrack to summer for Cardinals Nation. So grab your cap and glove and take your spot in the stands. Because in St. Louis, baseball is more than a melody. It's our favorite song.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen, 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. 2 sisters died Monday in a house fire in the Dutchtown neighborhood. It's now being investigated as a homicide. The grandson, Ryan LaRose, is facing an arson charge in a separate case. No arrests yet for the Monday fire. The building, known as Magna Place off Interstate 64 near Interstate 170, sold in early April for $34.3 million, according to the St. Louis Business Journal. The new owner is the founder of Onder Law Firm. St. Louis Public Schools and the Little Bit Foundation moved their Tornado Relief Center to a new location this week. It's operating out of Vashon High School. It'll be running through July 31st. The center moved from Metro High School. The national banking platform MocaFi launched an investment initiative of $1.5 million for students to put toward education or buying a home or starting a business. The program is giving $5,000 each to 300 eligible students who were 7th graders in the 2024-25 school year, with On Our Block St. Louis spearheading the effort. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We have cold front off to the west, and that may kick up a few showers or thunderstorms later on today. Mix of sun and clouds, and we'll hit the upper 80s. Few showers overnight, low 70s, and then about the same for Friday. Upper 80s, clouds hanging around along with afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Slight chance of a shower or two over the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Fenton Bar & Grill, home of the best trash wings in the St. Louis area and the best servers in town. Fenton Bar & Grill is located on Rudder Road in Fenton, just minutes away from the soccer park. Open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., so anytime is a good time to enjoy Fenton Bar & Grill. While you're there, say hi to Chuck, the 2024 Mater D of the Year. And know you'll always be around people that love sports. It's a guaranteed great time at Fenton Bar & Grill. Learn more at FentonBarandGrill.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Not sure how to get a lawyer after an accident? Call Brown and Crouppen. We'll walk you through it. Worried it'll cost too much? Here's a fact. At Brown and Crouppen, you pay nothing up front, and we never get paid unless you do. When you're our client, you'll have all your questions answered, all for free. Hurt? Get the facts and help you need. Call Brown and Crouppen now.
In your city with Kelly and Gordon. It's the hottest happy hour in STL radio. A high-energy, high-impact weekday radio show blending relationship values, celebrity buzz, community love, and sharp business insight. This is where storytelling meets strategy. It's the pulse of the city, bringing the energy, stories, and voices of STL to life. In your city with Kelly and Gordon. Weekday afternoons at 4, only on the Lou Information Station. Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
9:40 on a Thursday. Hot Take Central 2.0 coming at you. Cam Jansen, Matthew Rocchio, Jimmy the Cat Hayes. We're live on YouTube, by the way. Go to Lou Info on YouTube and click the button, like and subscribe, and we're right here, and you can see us. Hello, what's going on? What's going on? Let's see here. Hockey Bob attempted to be with a young princess from Ghana. Now he's the king of gonorrhea. Pizza Wall.
Boo, bet you.
That makes sense. Matthew, you are making a huge overgeneralization about Baptists. 5% of Baptists are as you described.
Yeah, of course I was making a huge overgeneralization. I wasn't being 100% serious either.
Well, apologize to the Baptist
so sorry,
community.
Baptists. I was saying I respect them. They're hardcore.
Oh, bless your heart.
I feel like most of them would respect that. They don't mess around with their faith.
Bless your heart, Rock.
I feel like that's not an overgeneralization. I feel like that's a very common and positive thing to say about Baptists. They don't mess around with their faith.
Boys, it's Ace. I was hoping to get Jimmy's insight on Israel's bombing of Syria.
Alrighty.
Yeah, they live in a part of the world where people want to kill them. So that's the way they've been operating for a long time. I don't think that was...
All right, that was that.
That's that.
I don't think Trump was on board with that because it did come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. Yeah, let's see here. So, Rock, in the same sentence, said policing and training is an issue, but he had to park 3 blocks away and leave before dark. Spartan 44. Yeah, but there was riots going on.
How are you not seeing the difference there? What are you talking about, man?
Why do you want to defund police?
I never said that.
Seems like you did.
I don't want to defund police. I think the whole thing with training the police better is that you have to put more money into training. Train them better.
When that was like the talking point for a while, still is in some cases. Were you like, what?
I think like most political talking points, trying to turn something into a snappy little bit that you can say always it ends up being a mistake, and you end up getting because when you try to turn it into a bit, it has to speak for everything and something very specific at one time, but it's never going to do the specific part. It's always going to be this blanket term that means everything for everyone. And so defund the police now, it doesn't, now it's not reallocate the budget. It's defund the police. So on. It's like, it was a stupid phrase that didn't actually get across the message that some people actually wanted. And usually what happened was the radicals, the loudest ones, said, oh, no, it means we don't want to have police anymore. Morons.
And there's still plenty that are still saying that, just so you know.
Yeah, you have to have police. I don't know. Is that a controversial statement?
Well, to your comrades, it might be.
I have no comrades.
All right, your Antifa buddies.
Yes, them. I do have a lot of anti-fascist friends. Yeah, that's true.
And anyone that runs toward the emergency instead of running away from it sort of gets my respect.
Yeah,
doesn't not mean that they're bad cops. There are, but I would say the vast majority are trying to do their job the best
they're
they can.
Dealing in a weird situation.
And go home to their family. I think the world. I mean, we're messed up. Police are, in the view of some people, the enemy.
Debating is a lost art today. In today's age with social media and being able to hide behind a screen, debates start turning into personal insults.
Yeah, that started before everything turned behind screens. I mean, that was happening when I was in high school and stuff too.
Well, it worked on stage with Trump.
It's true, it did.
Because he owned their souls.
Man loved a good insult, and man, did it hit.
It hit hard.
Hard. Whenever he did.
And I like Marco Rubio. Actually, I think he's been, just what you read, I like him. But I can't, he's still little Marco. It's stuck. Everyone.
He destroyed Jeb Bush.
Oh, Jeb. Oh, you're real tough, Jeb.
Please Clap didn't help.
Oh, man.
Please Clap is one of the most, oh my God, one of the most
self-inflicted.
Please Clap.
Self-inflicted.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
So bad.
That was really, really bad. It's even worse when you get a woman with Southern. Okay.
What the hell?
It's even worse when you get a woman with a Southern twang and she hits you with the bless your heart. That is the great.
It is.
That means like, bless your heart like you're a child.
Like I'm saying though, like.
Rock,
I
got you on
how
this.
you got to throw a punch. They put their hips into it. Like they don't just pop out at you. I
feel bad for you, little boy.
The whole weight is in the turn.
I get it now.
And they're right under your chin. It hits.
It's degrading as hell. You're absolutely right. Kat, any chance we can get Liam Doyle on Serving It Up? Would be fun to see some guests chat with the boys.
Do we want that?
Nostalgia too.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, God, yeah. That's a lot of things
Especially
going on.
with his personality?
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, I'll try to get him.
Hey, you got any clips of Shane Gillis?
Oh yeah, we got the clips. We can run.
All right, what do you got going over there?
I got 8 clips, 8
Let's
different
go.
jokes, so you can just run right down
Let's
through
do
them.
it.
All right, let's hear Mr. Shane Gillis last night hosting the ESPYs.
John Jones and Nate Diaz are here. I had a couple drinks with those guys last night at the hotel, and it was terrifying. Donald Trump wants to stage a UFC fight on the White House lawn. The last time he staged a fight in D.C., Mike Pence almost died. All right. No, you don't have to do that. It was fine. I didn't write it. Actually, there was supposed to be an Epstein joke here, but as it got deleted. Must have probably deleted itself, right? Probably never existed, actually. Let's move on as a country and ignore that. The New York Knicks had a great season.
I didn't get this one.
Karl Anthony Towns is here. Hey girl.
What is that?
You don't get this one? Okay, it's because
Max Crosby is here. Max, I hope you had a good Juneteenth, brother.
Why? Because
the thing with Karl Anthony Towns is that there's a lot of jokes in the backlogs of NBA Twitter that he just has a lot of mannerism tendencies that are kind of feminine. Like there was one picture where where a Bucks or Pacers player was dunking the ball, and Karl Anthony Towns is like sitting there with in a very feminine look. I think there might have been a thing where he painted his nails, and obviously that's a weird thing that people now latch onto as to make fun of an athlete who paints his nails. And so there's a whole thing with Karl Anthony Towns right now.
So that's why he's like, "Hey girl."
That's why he's like, "Hey girl." Yeah.
What about the?
Wow, that's harsh.
It is a little harsh, isn't it?
You know what?
Oh, it's great.
When Towns backs you in, you know you're facing a man.
Unless it's DeMarcus Cousins, yeah.
Is there any more on there?
There's a famous clip of him trying to back down DeMarcus Cousins, and DeMarcus Cousins literally just stands there, and Cat goes shoulder into his chest 4 times, and DeMarcus Cousins does not move an inch. It's incredible.
4-time WNBA All-Star Brittany Hicks is here. Give it up for Brittany, everybody. I'm joking around. That's my friend's wife. I knew none of you knew WNBA players.
It's really good.
That's crazy. You clap for that.
That one was fantastic.
Shador Sanders had his jersey number retired at Colorado this year, and people are saying it's because of nepotism, because of his father, and it's not. It's because he went 13-12 over his career, and he almost won the Alamo Bowl. Definitely not nepotism, right?
That's really good.
We'll see about this one. When Caitlin Clark retires from the WNBA, she's going to work at a Waffle House so she can continue doing what she loves most, fist fighting black women.
Pretty good.
Really
He's got a couple, two more.
Shohei Ohtani couldn't make it tonight. Man, I hope his interpreter didn't bet that he was going to be here. Shohei is a once-in-a-generation talent. No one's been able to do what he does at so many positions, pitcher, hitter, and bookie. A bookie is what Bill Belichick reads to his girlfriend before bedtime. They do. They read The Very Horny Caterpillar, The Little Engine That Could But Needed a Pill First, and of course, the classic Goodnight Boobs. That was my favorite one. There's one thing I want to say before I get out of here, and this is a dumb joke. You guys aren't going to like it, but it's just a Norm Macdonald joke that I loved when he hosted the ESPYs, and I'm going to do it now. Travis Hunter won the Heisman Trophy this year. He's the first defensive player since Charles Woodson to win the Heisman. Congratulations, Travis Hunter, winning the Heisman. That's something they can never take away from you, unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case they can take that away from you.
Shout out to the classic. Yeah, baby.
Pretty good.
That was pretty damn good. It was edgy. It was good. It was clever.
I just didn't sense that the audience was with him.
Yeah. They usually aren't at the ESPYs unless you're kind of just like that.
Maybe it is right. They don't want to see you laugh.
No, yeah, exactly. When you're edgy like that, like if it was, who's a short guy, man? Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart, who I don't think is funny. He doesn't make
the short guy?
Well, is he tall?
Well, no.
Well, there you go. If he was up there doing his jokes, they probably all laugh. You know what I mean? I think because he's kind of more just maybe not. I don't know.
Because he's black and
that could be
the other guy's white. Is that what you're saying?
No, I just think that Shane Gillis is way more edgy.
I think you're right. I think that
and he is white.
Now Rock's doing the hand.
Look at this. Look at it. It's the line change, Jimmy. So look at this. What's up, Eli? What's going on? What do you think of Baptists?
Wow.
So that's an insane question to walk into.
Yeah, well,
I don't care for one way or the other compared to any other religion.
Okay.
I mean,
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's all good, baby. Had to throw something at you.
Fair enough.
Rock got deep there. He's into when he's into something, man, he's into it. You know what I mean?
I thought we'd have more battles.
I don't know what it is.
I thought we'd have more battles. I think he's trying to be nice.
I think you're right.
Because I
thought it was going to get to a point where you guys were going to be going toe to toe, not have to put my foot down like back in the day.
Yeah.
But no, it just stops. Like we agree. I'm like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think maybe that's courtesy because it's still relatively new. Might have to push his buttons.
He might have to push just a little bit more.
A little bit harder. I mean, calling him comrade.
He has a lot going on back there.
Yeah, he is doing a lot.
Like he's doing a lot of stuff. Like I feel like he's cutting clips. He's doing that. He's working on the. I kind of don't want to buy. I think he's just working.
He's much better at this than I am. I will say that.
He's been on the game for a long time, man. You know what I mean? Rock thinks he's far more interesting than he actually is. God, 3-1.
Yeah, I don't think he thinks of himself as interesting. I think he thinks his opinions are well grounded. I don't have a problem with that.
But I told him.
You think he's arrogant?
No.
I don't either.
No. We all are in a way.
I think he's wrongfully confident about some of his takes.
He's confident. He's certainly confident. But he says he doesn't want to dig in and debate too much. I'm like, well, you're on radio. I say you do. You know what I mean? He's good at it. He's good at it. What's up with you, Eli? What's going on with you?
Not a whole heck of a lot. I had a busy couple of days. I've been working the other job last couple of days, but I have 2 days off before I have to get back to work this weekend. So it's going to be nice to actually have an afternoon this time for once.
What do you watch when you get home tonight? There's nothing, no baseball on, nothing. Like, what are you watching? You watching TV? Are you on your phone all night?
My big show that I'm watching right now is the old Nathan Fillion show, Castle, is the one I'm watching right now. If there's not sports or wrestling on.
Castle. Is that an old school show from like the late 90s?
I would say late 90s. I think it's late 2000s, early 2010s, if I remember correctly.
Castle. I remember seeing that. I never saw it.
No, because I'm a pretty decent Nathan Fillion fan because he's in my favorite current show, The Rookie. So he's the main character in that. So then I was like, okay, now I got to go back and watch the other Nathan Fillion stuff.
Is wrestling your number one sport?
I kind of feel like it's in a different category for me. Wrestling's pretty high up on the things I watch, but I don't know. I just can't put it in the same category as like the regular sports, if you will.
I feel like I've never met so many wrestling fans until you get in the radio. Even Matty Whitener's a huge wrestling fan,
which I don't get.
I get when you're young. I can't do it now, but I'm interested in the guys back then. I'm not really interested in the guys now for some reason at all.
It's almost like a soap opera in tights.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which you wouldn't think a lot of people that are of adult age would be into like they are.
Yeah, I don't know.
You get that it's scripted.
I like UFC. I don't know.
UFC's not scripted.
No.
So, and look, I
think that's
the wrestlers are athletes. What they do is dangerous. I get it. They have a staff of writers. I've seen that firsthand. I saw one of the meetings. I've told this story before. This is why God has muted me. But I stumbled upon it at the University of Delaware Arena, whatever they call it, the field house. And it was Vince McMahon talking to literally 20 writers. Yeah. And they were writing the moves and what they...
Yes. Oh, God, yeah.
So, and now, they admit that it's scripted, not that it's not a great athletic exhibition.
They're having a Netflix show coming out soon about the writing process behind some of the biggest storylines.
I'd like to know about that. That's interesting to me.
Yeah,
for
WWE,
sure.
Unreal. A lot of like the big fans are kind of upset that they're pulling back the curtain this much, but I'm probably gonna watch it because I'm not a big fan of noise. I like like guessing it. Like, okay, I think I see this is why they're doing this part. But
you think it's going to ruin it for you when you know exactly how it goes down?
Well, I'm pretty good at figuring out how it's going to anyways. But it's just for me, it's like I don't need to see that inside part for me. I'm good on that. But I know a lot of fans that aren't into it as much as I am. They really enjoy that kind of stuff. So,
Cam, did you ever say bang when you hit somebody on the ice? No, but I grunted.
Make the grunt sound. Let's hear it.
Gives you more power.
You know why they said bang?
Yeah, bang, 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 my boy.
Hilarious.
Tarnasky.
Hilarious.
Yeah. When I used to fight when I was real young, I did that for a while. Like, you're just like, bang, blah. When I first started fighting when I was real young, but then you stop doing it, unless you're drunk on a golf course and setting the tone. I don't know.
Hey, I'm going to throw this guy in the lake. And then he threw that guy in the lake.
It's just so insane.
It's the funniest thing ever. And he's giving them like, stop, man, don't do it.
Like he warned him, like, hey, buddy, like this isn't gonna end well for you. And he kept going.
You
like,
do
it. Here we go.
And then that guy apologized. Did you see the guy who was beaten up and thrown in the lake? He said, "Look, I had too much. I shouldn't have been doing."
Totally cool.
Totally cool guy.
Yep.
Don't drink that much.
36 holes. It's a long day.
Don't drink.
18's a long day. Imagine doing that again. You're boozing the whole time. He looked really messed up. That anger. Like that crazy anger come out and like he had no idea
and
what
then
he's
he
doing.
charged the guy who he should have run away from.
Nick's big, scary looking too. Still missing a tooth. Like, what are you doing? Look at the guy. My gosh. Mo and the Cardinals have had that kind of, oh, bless your heart attitude this past few years when being criticized. As exciting as this organization is, Cardinals, we will pray for you, Pizza Wallet. Interesting.
I'm curious to see what the second half holds because now they're in that territory. All right, trade deadline's fast approaching. Yep. What are we doing? I think it's both. I think we're buying and selling. I think they're gonna sell redundancy. The pieces that are redundant. Let's see what they get in return.
Right on. All right, we got to go. Thank you, Eli. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. We'll see everybody tomorrow. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
All aboard!
There's a new way to travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around